Welcome, Man United fans, and welcome to another edition, another match review. From your boys at All in All United, Reman Nick on the inside. Manchester United 3, Watford 0. Now, going into this game, with the inconsistencies of Manchester United, sometimes you don't know what to expect, especially coming off a ball draw against Bruges in the Europa League. But today, the guys really, in the second half more so, in my opinion, they really stepped up to the plate. And, we took it to Watford and we got the result that was necessary. And one of the things, Nico, that stood out to me is the fact that this is the first time, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's the first time we were able to take advantage of the teams that were around us dropping points. That pleased me for the most part. And now we just 3 points off top 4.
Yeah, as I would have put in the headlines on Facebook, that would the real Manchester United show up? You know what I mean? And I think definitely the real Manchester United team showed up. We were able to capitalize. I think that have been Tottenham,
Sheffield,
dropping points. No, also Sheffield also, right? So but
yeah.
still, sometimes these small teams and them, that have a fault in them. More the bigger teams, maybe like the Spurs, who that would drop points fewer than a team like Sheffield. No man, Sheffield is doing excellent in the season so far, right? But it was good to actually take advantage of the slip from those teams, more or less in a week, right? Where we got 6 points from 2 games, right? Chelsea got 3 points from 6 points, right? So more or less we closed the gap up to close to the top 4, 3 points away from top 4. Where now we could see like we smelling blood with the form, especially the form that we have been in for the past 2 Premier League games. And I think from here now on is for us to lose now, because I can definitely see Chelsea dropping points. But I think from now is just for us to lose that 4th position. We don't know what would happen with Man City with the Champions League, where there was more or less booted out of the Champions League for the next 2 seasons. That even 5th could take us into a Champions League spot.
Yeah. Callum Marshall now saying, "Oh, Nico, I now reach."
Now reach after the performances, the past performances. I think not only you now reach, but I think the real Manchester United team just reached on the scene. I think as we were talking, the exclusion of some of the players would have definitely breathed a fresher breath air into the team, and the performance today was an exhilarating one.
Yeah, welcome Kurt Alexander. Thanks for joining in. Callum, thanks for joining in. So let me get into some of the talking points on the game now, Nico. As far as I'm concerned, we started off real shaky. We had a couple nervy moments, and I don't think it's anything that's Watford really, carved out for themselves. They put us under pressure, and we gifted these opportunities to them. So I think that's something that we definitely had to work on in terms of the composure, especially at the start of games. I think we still starting games a little bit nervy. For professionals, I expecting a little bit more. Teams that try to press us, high. I am seeing, apart from the nerves, I'm seeing now where, Fred and Bruno and even Matic to a extent, creating the avenues and the pockets for the passing options, because it would seem that Oli prefer to play the ball out from the back, because when we go long, we realize that's not really fruitful. So
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
But today when he was under pressure, trying to play out of the black, Oli actually told him to go long, because
you had to be able to change it up. You had to change it up. And I'm talking about we know.
Hey, we're struggling here. Let me go long now.
So
I think also we had to know when to we had to know on the field when to go long. When to beat that high press and get players on the front foot earlier. Not to try to fight out to come out of the back now.
No, but I suspect, in my opinion, it have teams even under pressure know how to beat the high press, and it's just about movement and creating the spaces. And when we realize how nervy the backline was, it's understandable why you would have want to switch and go long to change it up a little bit now. Let me just get some comments on the inside. Callum saying we've been here before. I'm not getting carried away. The word of the day is consistency, and that's very, very true. Davian
most
saying
important.
Bruno. We go talk about Bruno just now, buddy.
That's the key, Callum. Callum, that's the key.
Yeah, consistency. Kurt saying, had we won those drawn games and won all these so-called small games against the small teams, we would have been better off, definitely. You know, we call to Rue.
But we want to cry over Spillman right now. You know what I mean? It don't go on. Let we see what we could do going forward. We take advantage of the games going forward and the support from other teams going forward. Let we look forward to that. You know?
Yeah,
in the past, so we leave it there.
Yeah, Watford is a bully team. They had Fred almost nullified. Almost.
But our own players put Fred in a lot of those positions.
Correct.
Right? Giving Fred the ball under pressure. He did well at some times. He lost the ball at times. But some of our passes to Fred in the position, we had to be more intelligent in the decision we're making when we're making some of those passes.
Right, I just want to get 2 more comments in before we start talking about we talking points. Kurt saying we don't really have tall players to go long. That's what we're talking about from going long from the back. You know, we have men with the skill set. Martial could work in tight spaces.
But the counter to that also is we have pace. So let me say if we get the ball in this space, so players are run on 2, it could work. Yes, we know the tall players who could hold up the ball is a plus. But if you have pace also, and you put the ball into the space, that could also be a plus also.
Yeah, for them to run on 2.
Playing. Or trying to beat that press now.
Yeah, Callum saying early part of the game, Watford were clearly trying the high press. And in particular, we're targeting Fred on the ball and getting success. Yeah, we mentioned that, you know, but it was important for Bruno to come back a little more to create a little more pockets and create that avenue or the other option than Fred to bring the ball out, you know. So that's something that I think we're learning on in terms of how to work against the high press, because we can't continuously go long, you know, and it's important because have teams, Nico, who know how to counter the high press in terms of creating the pockets of space and getting players in the areas to move. So, you know, Davian saying leave Lingard and Pereira far from the starting lineup, and that is what happens. We will get to that. But thanks for the comments, guys. Keep them coming. So, Nico, Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, boy. Ooh.
The Bruno Fernandes impact.
Breath of fresh air, boy. Yeah, what tell you, every time the man touch the ball, you could see that confidence. You know, you see where he's making players around him better. You saw with the penalty, but the moment he broke through on that ball, you could have seen it. If it wasn't a penalty, it would have definitely been a goal. You know what I mean? Even when he took the penalty, for some reason, that was one of the. When I see that penalty, I jump because I say, well, because you know what has happened with we, eh? We just end up in these positions and sometimes keep us safe. And when that ball at the back of the net, boy, it was a real good feeling today. Honestly, so I'm really glad that Bruno had the impact today. I think he had an impact in all of the goals. I think his decision making again. I didn't like, for some reason, he had to be curling with Matic to the ball. Matic playing like if he's some Iniesta or Xavi or some kind of thing. When Bruno calling for the ball and for some reason Matic didn't want to give him. But today was a masterclass on Bruno.
Yeah. Nicholas Mark, thanks for joining in the inside. He's saying most improved player is Fred. He has taken this opportunity and he has gotten and can only get better. No doubt. And Anton Gill, thanks for joining in, bro. Bruno is quality. What I thought Bruno did today is, you know, sometimes when you have more quality players on the field, it tends to draw the attention and the focus away from your other players. You know, so when we get the likes of Rashford and even Paul Pogba back, it will be very, very difficult for us to defend against, because Bruno, with his ability, could take 2-3 players out. Martial, with his ability, could take 2-3 players out. Then you have Pogba, then you have Rashford. So we're seeing where, when these players come back, we having the quality in the team to make things happen. I thought in the early though, Nico, you know, because we know how Bruno always trying to, you know, see the pass, you have an eye for the pass. You saw when the players were running off the ball, he was finding them. Some of them were overhit, but the intent that was really pleasing for me. Yeah, the vision.
Because
that was very, very pleasing.
That at least he tried, right?
Yeah.
He didn't have nobody else other than, let me say, a Paul Pogba in the team who had that kind of vision and that kind of creativity.
Yeah.
which we definitely will be lacking to break down these teams that sit defensively. You know, you need somebody with that creativity and that vision, and he provided that. He gave us that spark, and it was just for the players around him to also to see that and to make the runs accordingly. You know, but otherwise, I had no problems with even with the passes that he made that maybe was off. I had no problem, but that's the vision and the creativity I was grateful to see.
Yeah, and I think with a creative player, he always experimenting, so you have to make room and you have to make allowances for the misplaced passes, you know, the attempts that he'll try that may not come off. But when they do come off, Nico, it's a moment of brilliance. You know, so we know...
And even his efficiency right now, I think his efficiency is even higher than, well, in the short space of time, the efficiency is even could be higher than Pogba's own.
Yeah. So I think...
He's very efficient.
Yeah, I think Pogba have to come back and, you know, prove something right now, because Bruno coming in, and as you say, in a short space of time, he's doing a lot. Davian saying Matic would take the ball into good areas and look lost at sea.
Yeah.
I feel like he didn't expect to get the, you know, Matic, you know, oftentimes slows down the play, you know, and because he would take so long and delay on the ball, you know, good passing options will be lost, and, you know, spaces could get closed down. Callum saying to hell with Pogba.
I said let me squeeze what we can get out of him before he leaves. We know he would leave. Let me get as much as we can get out of him. He's still quality. Honestly, I think he wanna play. He wanna play football. If he wanna play, if you give 100%, maybe, I don't know. But I know that he wants to play, and I think he still have a little bit still to offer before he leaves.
Yeah, I think it's important to get Paul back. And, you know, Callum, chances are when Pogba do come back and you start to see the kind of, you know, impact he'll have on the game, we might have, instead of Bruno impact, we'll have Paul Pogba impact. We want him to stay, so let's be careful.
We might have a Brew Pog impact.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so watch me, trust me, if we get Pogba back inside, and, you know, chances are he see, you know, how much having Bruno there, you know, it might even change his mind to want to stay, because one of the concerns he has is the direction of the club and the intent of the club, you know. So let's see.
Which you can't give him wrong. You can't give him wrong. You can't give him wrong.
You know,
Davian, we'd like a player to have his wear the badge on his sleeve. However, if he not getting encouragement, then we can't give him wrong.
Yeah, think about Pogba having to play Pereira and Lingard now, but your God, who would want to leave? Who would want to leave?
Saying, Callum, so let me give him a chance now. You know?
Davian saying now with Pogba next to Bruno, that would be so good, boy. Watch me, we relishing that, boy. We want it to happen. Yeah. So the faster Pogba could come back, you know, the faster and the sooner we're able to see what these two could develop. You know, the kind of relationship they could develop. Yeah. Let me move along now, Nico.
Yeah.
You know, I think Bruno was awarded the man of the match, and rightly so. You know, we want to hope that.
Deservedly.
Yeah. We want to hope that, you know, his impact continues, because we've seen it as a positive thing it's having on the team. Very, very soon we know how these Premier League teams are. Very, very soon they will set up tactics to nullify him. Yeah. Let's hope that he's a dynamic player.
We need some of the quality players coming back.
Yeah. So let me hope he's a dynamic player to be able to skip out our tactics to lock him down, you know, and then even though he might get locked out of a game, as you say, it's a Pogba there, it's a Martial there, you know, and other men go step up too, you know. Yeah. Moving along, Nico.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Yeah, what I said, eh? And you know what? I given earlier, I don't mind, we go back to the Bruges game now, right? Lingard performance in the Bruges game, right, was almost 0 out of 10. He did nothing good. The only time he started to shine a little bit was when Bruno came on and started to squeeze some living daylight out of him. You know, but shouldn't be no way close to a Manchester United team. It was refreshing to see Oli today not to even include them into the 18. I'm hoping that on Thursday he doesn't include them in the 18 again. Right? Yes, we know he want to rotate, but these fellas do have the quality to really make a difference to Manchester United to carry us where we need to be right now. Pereira again, oh my gosh, you know, everybody know my feelings about Pereira. He's not a Manchester United player, as even Callum said. He don't know how these fellas is Brazilians, right? and no, remember, you remember Callum said that, right? He said how these fellas could have a Brazilian passport. He said about Fred also, but I think Fred is right now proving him wrong. And Dalo had a step up. I think he had a poor game on Thursday. But he definitely had a step up if you want to be on this team.
What was very pleasant for me is that Ollie is really he is almost watching the game as a fan, because everybody who watched the game, the supporters would have seen where the sore thumbs were sticking out, and it was these three players. I don't know how much forgiveness.
Let me be so rough on that.
Well, I know going to say I don't want to be so critical on Dalo because he was out injured for a long period of time and he now coming back. But you see the other two, I have no forgiveness for them, boy. You understand what I'm saying? I have no Callum saying Civic, point forth in Civic, and the connection looking for players. You understand what I'm saying?
But I don't feel like I make that squad now. No, because you are saying the only time you really see a quality player is when a player is fit. And these two players is maybe the two fittest players in England. And still, you see no quality. So
none whatsoever.
How them fellas really is, boy. You understand? Them fellas not good enough.
No, but as I said before, it was pleasant for me as a fan to see Ollie, making decisions that the fans could identify with and the fans would be pleased with. Sometimes in some of the former managers we had, you'll continue to ask yourself, why is these players still playing? What really going on? And
Fully needs a man standing out. Fully needs a man for some reason standing out. He had his strong points, but we used to really question him sometime now. You know what I mean? But yeah, he was definitely one of them we used to question.
So I have a feeling because if there's one thing I agree with Ollie for is the whole need to rotate. You understand? Because if you look at it for the next month or so, it's every 3 days we have a game. So it will be foolish on him not to rotate his squad because you'll risk the accumulation of games, which would lead to them kind of injuries. And you don't want the heavy legs because we won't get the kind of effort from them first. Because look at how James played today, and James for me was decent. The quality on the ball was lacking, but in terms of his movement and his his work rate, I had to commend it, and that's because he got a couple of days rest. The rotation for me important. What I like about what Ollie doing is how he not allowing Martial to play full games now because he understand what's going on. He taking off players when the game more or less done and dusted, and he making the right changes in terms of the intent to preserve players. So I would like not to see Pereira and Lingard again, but I think they still have a part to play in the season.
Yeah. Today I want to touch on Martial goal, boy. Again, was a brilliant through ball
like Papi show thing, boy.
From Bruno. Yeah, was a brilliant through ball from Bruno again. Martial timed his run. He slowed down a bit, but he got the rubber, the green, and then the calmness and the coolness to finish, boy. I think that was real. I think that was real quality. A real quality finish today. I think Martial definitely is a good run of form. The confidence now is starting to come in. That's to create that space for that finish today. I think you had a bit of confidence going for you, and I think today was calmness personified in that finish.
Not only that, boy, it's like you're not expecting players to do that now, boy.
Yeah.
That will catch everybody. The thing where everybody go, what all the other average players will do is shield the ball and look for a layoff. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But the as you say, the confidence together with the ability of this gentleman here, boy.
Yeah,
these are the kind of things. I'm a boy.
Yeah,
and something. I don't know if it's Ollie said it in the post match or Greenwood or one of those guys. They say it wasn't really shocking to them because he always did it in training.
Right.
So it's like, and then Greenwood said, sometimes you just had to be an Owen Martial doing Anthony Martial kind of business,
Right.
So that was a well taken goal by. Davion saying if we surely buy Grealish and Sancho in the summer, sell Pogba now. Callum saying I'm in full agreement with Davion. Well, with that comment, I guess. Callum saying one, I don't know if that's Wan-Bissaka looked like he was tired today. He needs a break. I'm all rest the man. I thought he was good.
No, but I agree with that because sometimes I think you and all commented that in the past. He don't run back like he want to run back.
That is not a matter for me. That is not a matter for Tigo, nothing.
It's true.
That's not a matter for Tigo.
Like he did not right through it.
Yeah, that's how he is.
He doesn't put in that effort to run back at times.
He have a casual approach. So that has nothing to do with fitness or nothing like that. That's how he is.
You remember he didn't play during the weekend?
Exactly. Yeah. Davian saying he is talk about Martial here. He is still not a number 9. All right. Callum is also saying Martial, who is my French cousin, by the way.
Right.
It's frustrating. Yeah. Flashes of brilliance. The talent is there, but questions his desire. That's fair enough, man. That's fair enough.
I think that's the comments we making almost every week. To what we have been saying, yeah.
No,
but you see the consistency coming into his game now. You see, I think it's
and I think
the confidence was boosted with the goal against Chelsea. I think that was a very important goal for him. Coming off of the 2-week break, a lot of questions were being asked. And I think he was under a bit of pressure, but that Chelsea goal, I think, did a lot for him. He followed it up against Bruges with another good goal, and today again. So I think from now on, and with the quality behind him with Bruno, I think he could only continue to improve and even surprise us and be that number 9.
You see, the thing about it, what I think this guy needed was a manager to believe in him and give him the opportunity. Let's remember that this guy hasn't been playing centre forward for over 3 years, you understand what I'm saying? And this is his full season as a number 9. You know, so there are certain aspects in his game, especially when adapting a number 9 to the English Premier League and how a particular manager wants to play. You know, you had to give the man the opportunity to grow into the role. You know, yes, he may not have the qualities that we would want to see from a number 9. But I am seeing a lot of development. I'm seeing a lot of progress, you know, where that is concerned. And as Ollie said in his post-match, you should probably check it out. He'll continue to demand more from Anthony because he knows what he wants and he knows the ability he has.
Yeah. What I just want to see from him more is that hold-up play. That's to be stronger. Because he could do it, but sometimes he just be a little too weak. Yeah, just be a little too weak and get rough up a little too easily. Now, just be stronger. And I think that by itself would be a big difference in his game.
No, but we saw his ability to hold up the ball earlier in the season. So, I mean, I don't know what happened. But let's move on. All right. So now, this is Nico's sore point. Nico has been complaining about, you know, how we defend set pieces, and today we got very, very lucky with that that goal and that equalizer could have changed the tone of the game. Yeah. You know, because we know Watford struggling, so they were willing to take anything they could have get from Old Trafford, and who knows how their team would have set up after we considered that game, that goal. You know, it may have been more difficult for us to break down a low block, we don't know. But the fact that they needed a result because they're really pushing for survival, you know, they opened up a lot of spaces and gaps were open in the defense and we were able to capitalize. You know, but I'm still concerned, Nico, about the defense, you know.
Yeah, again, I questioning Lindelof. I don't think Lindelof is not what we need. Guys out there, tell me what's a little thought with Lindelof and Lindelof performances. I think he's not the battling type of centre back that we need right now. I think as long as you put a physical player on him, most likely he gonna come out second, and he's not good in the air. And I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just hoping that Bailly could really out Lindelof and really show his quality now, because Lindelof to me very, very suspect. I think kudos today must go to Luke Shaw, especially in the early part of the game where he made that challenge on Dini. I think his overall awareness of the game is improving. Maybe as he was shifted to centre back, you know, and having to play in that 3, his awareness maybe has improved a bit. So I think today's Shaw was good. However, I continue to be a bit wary of Lindelof.
Nico, I think this comment was for you, boy. Callum saying Marshall is the Trinidad pronunciation and Marcel is the French.
Oh, right. Yeah, enough. The English and the French. All right, fair enough. Yeah, Englishman, Mr. Marshall is an Englishman, eh? Callum, yes.
Yeah. No. That's very correct. We were saying concerning the defensive setup. I think Lindelof very good on the ground, and you know to I don't know. Is there something with those bouncing balls, but like he don't judge them balls properly, you know, and
Boy, he don't judge nothing right, boy.
he
Don't judge
always
nothing
hammer
right.
every time I see a ball coming in the air or it bouncing, and I see Lindelof start trying to judge the ball. And know it, and even today, so much times he went for the ball in the air and the ball passed him, and you know, I don't know, boy, and he easy to get rough up, you
I tell you,
know. So
that's part physical player
God,
and
boy,
Lindelof
woo.
and he coming out second best. You know, so I really have a problem with Lindelof. I know he's excellent on the ground. You have a nice pass. He could pick a pass on his day, but overall, I don't think he's the physical presence that we need alongside Maguire. You know, we know Wan-Bissaka defensively is good. As I told you before, I can't remember if you remember. Honestly, I've seen a little bit of improvement in Wan-Bissaka's game going forward. Right, it's just going to continue to improve. You know, to get that, you know, whatever coordination, that balance going forward. However, we know he's solid defensively, but I think Lindelof is definitely the weak link in the defense.
And they could see that because teams targeting him, they don't really target Maguire that much.
No,
you know.
yeah.
But I don't know, boy. I don't know, Nico, how we set up for set pieces, boy. I don't know why teams always, or most of the times, you know, 85, 90% of the times, we always on the bitter end of set pieces. That's one of our weaknesses, and I don't know why we don't
not
set
commanding
up.
enough.
Yeah, and like that goal I scored today.
Yeah, we're not commanded enough.
You know, it's like how
take command at those situations, right? That if Maguire do it, then nobody else is doing it. You know, so I think we definitely had to improve in that aspect of the game. Honestly, I really hope for Bailly could do it. I think he has the aggression that we need. I don't know if he had the concentration. I think that is his biggest downfall, concentration. But his aggression, even his quality on the ball, we know it is there. It's just for him to bring it on a consistent basis. And I think that's the team of the day, consistency. If we can really get that consistency going throughout the team from back to front, I think definitely we will be comfortably sitting in fourth and maybe even giving the team in third, whoever it is, Leicester, whoever I run. You never know.
Yeah, but you see, my thing with Bailly,
Leicester looking over the shoulder.
My thing with Bailly, Nico, is, I mean, Bailly is the kind of aggressor that you want next to Maguire. That is Bailly. You know, and we saw it from his performance against Chelsea. But afraid Bailly, boy. Afraid Bailly.
That's concentration. I think once he get, I feel if he get a good run of games, this is similar to Fred. No, especially if he's fully fit, if he get a consistent run of games, maybe he might surprise us just as with Fred.
Well, I willing, yes, I willing. I have a couple of comments here, Nico. Davian saying he doesn't see what a genuine number 9 sees like Igalo, if that's how, okay. He had to take a risk and got in the position and make the chance. That's not Martial. Okay, I see what you're saying. At times he gets, or he don't get at the end of dangerous crosses because he didn't take the risk. Okay, so he's talking about the movement in the box.
Yeah.
You know, similar to what Igalo did today, that almost.
Yeah. Well, that he almost scored. Yeah. I think that's the natural number 9 instinct that has developed over time when they play in that position consistently. As you say now, is after 3 years, he now being back into that role. So I think maybe that is a trait, a number 9 trait that he maybe has to develop. Today I saw him making some effort runs with balls coming down here. I saw him making an effort run, hoping for, let me say, a keeper save and a deflection and could possibly be a tap in. It's just something on a consistent basis.
Yeah. Callum is saying, as an aspiring coach, I don't like zonal marking here. That's something since Alex Ferguson, we on that zonal thing, boy. Because it takes away total responsibility for your man-to-man marking. If your guy scores, it's your fault. Deal with it. That's true. But that's something from since way back when we on this zonal marking thing, boy, and I don't like that
if you have a strong header, play as strongest. I mean, pay it off accordingly and deal with your man, you know?
Yeah. It's not judgment in my books with Lindelof. It's lack of real grit. You feel Vidic and Rio taking rough up from Shigo. That's true. Gary Neville and ever tearing off your jersey. That's correct.
They what we need.
Yeah, he also says Bailly is great stuff, but as Nico said, he needs some consistency. But he plays so hard and aggressive, he's injury prone. With some luck, he could stay fit. Yeah. And finally, Davian is saying Lindelof actually wasn't that bad today. Not great,
Boy,
but not that
boy.
bad.
Oh Lord, what's me? I just have a sore feeling anytime that ball going to Lindelof. Almost every time. I talk about the defensive setup. Every time where I see a physical player close to Lindelof, I just get frightened. And most of the time, he has do something that's shaky.
No, but I mean, apart from when they target him, Nico, if we really, fear to Lindelof, today, apart from those little moments when they were actually targeting him, he cleaned up pretty well and he was very, very instrumental in the build-up playing in terms of keeping the
Yeah,
calm,
because
you
yeah,
know.
but I go play good under no pressure. If there's no pressure on me, I go play good. That don't mean I'm a good player.
No, but understand what I'm saying. Even when he had like the ball will play through channels and he felt the defender coming around him, he would have feel to the right and turn on the left and come out. I mean, let me be fair to him. I mean, he wasn't atrocious today, but I mean he made some mistakes, just like Matic,
And against
just
Club
like Wan
Brugge, he was
Bissaka.
poor for me too, eh? Against
Who?
Club Brugge, Lindelof was poor for me, eh?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Against
yeah, yeah,
Brugge, he
yeah,
was
yeah,
poor.
yeah. Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
anyway,
yeah, yeah.
anyway, again, he and all lacking a bit of rhythm. Hopefully, you can prove me wrong.
But I think somebody mentioned it in the comments earlier. We've been here before. We don't want to
Callum,
get
yeah.
carried away. Yeah, Callum, we've been here before. We don't want to get carried away. We want to see more consistency. I mean, since the winter break, we've played Chelsea. We won. We've gotten a fair result against Bruges. Our away goal. We've beaten Watford convincingly today, more so in the second half. It's just to roll on and keep getting the wins. We have Bruges on Tuesday where that game is a must result. So let's hope to see a better performance than away to Bruges. We play them at Old Trafford. I would like to see the same team play. I would probably bring in Bailly for Lindelof and McTominay for Matic.
Matic.
And pretty much the same team.
Yeah, I think shout out today also to Greenwood. I think for the role Greenwood play, I think he was fearless. He took his goal perfectly. Again, Van Persie-esque type of finish, type of movement. I think definitely a gem. He's a definite gem. I can only see him continue to improve. The stronger and the quicker he gets, he would definitely put fear into defenders. And so grateful that we could have him at Manchester United.
And it almost seems every time Ollie leaves him out of the team, he always comes back with a point to prove, and he always proves that he should be in the team. So if it's one thing I had to get Ollie credit for is throughout the season, how he's been managing Mason. I mean, there's sometimes you'd want to see him come off the bench rather than start, considering the opponents. But for the most part, I think Ollie's doing a real good job in terms of developing Greenwood and knowing when to play him, and stuff like that. So I was very, very pleased with Greenwood, even though in the earlier part of the game he was kind of outside, but he was still trying to get involved and trying things and moving the ball nicely. So he again took his goal very, very superbly. It's like this fella, once you get a man a chance in the box, he bound to score.
Sure. And also I really want to see more Chong in games. From the last few games he has been coming on, I find he has been impressing. He has been impressing me, he has more to offer right now for me, more than a Lingard and a Pereira. I think he could offer more. So I really want to see him more into games now. I know it may be a contract standoff with him and the club right now. However, I think he has a future. I think for the upcoming end of season, you possibly could see a Lingard leaving or even a Pereira. And I think he definitely have a spot for Chong in the team. And I think he could definitely make a statement at the club.
What I like about Chong and what I think will help Chong now is the fact that we have the player like Igalo. A player who a little more stronger in the box, who will be a little more gritty, and as Davian had said, a more natural number 9 than Martial. Chong is the kind of traditional type wingers. So a traditional type winger and the traditional type number 9s kind of work in sync. So I think we'll see more Chong the more we see Igalo play. So I think that's probably a good thing for him. So let's wait and see how it goes. I see that Davian and Callum having their own conversation going on in here. But Davian is saying sell Lingard and Pereira. Sale. Watch me.
Yeah.
I don't know who
Fire
are
sale
them.
too, Fire sale
Who are them, boy?
quick. Anything I have, bring it.
We taking fridge and stove to trade.
Yeah. No, it's true. Because I think it has some players in the team that deserve a chance. Again, we don't know what else we're going to behind the scene in training and stuff. But players like Gomez, players like Chung, I think Pereira and Lingard just keeping back these players' progress now. Because if you don't have Lingard and Pereira, then these players could move up now to be able to get more game time, to be able to get a consistency in the game. So I think they too just keeping back these players from developing, because definitely I think Chung and Gomez has a future. Is just the opportunity, because these players will go to another club and we will scratch, we will hold we had on ball, let's like we did with Pogba.
Yeah. So guys, that brings us to the end of our review today. Thanks guys for joining in with the comments, the community. Thanks for viewing, thanks for being a part of our review today. We couldn't do it without you all. Up next we have Club Brugge at home. Yeah. On Thursday. We're hoping that nothing happens to turn the tide and we're not knocked out of the Europa League, because we want to keep all our avenues for Champions League football next year open. And one is the Europa League, so we need to take that competition seriously as far as I am concerned. So we're hoping for a top performance on Thursday and on to the next round. Any closing remarks, Nico?
Again, for me, we should have won convincingly away to Bruges and be able to rest players or rotate a bit more for this game coming up on the weekend here, Thursday. However, I think it's an opportunity that we would take. I think home at Old Trafford, more or less we bound to score. I think we don't really go at Old Trafford and doesn't score. Really happens. It happened at Wolves recently, but which is something rare. So I think definitely we should be in the driver's seat coming Thursday against Club Brugge.
Thanks for your comment, Callum. And when you guys
thank you very much.
Watch me, when you're available in the column, we're always willing to have Man United fans on the inside. So let me see if we could set up something for Brugge on Thursday.
Not available. What's the game after Brugge? We get a big game now, man.
I think it's Everton we're playing.
Everton.
I think it's Everton at wherever they just played at home. They're at home to Everton. So you tell us when you're available, and guys, this goes for all our viewers. Whenever you're available, send us a message inside, and we'll invite you on the review. We always looking to get the opinions of the fans. Davian saying Everton. So Callum, right, you might either go for Bruges or the game after Everton. Yeah. So Davian, if once it's serious, bro, send us an inbox and we'll organize to include you on the review for Everton. So guys, thanks very, very much for joining us today, and we'll see you all on Thursday after the Bruges game, and let's hope it's a positive one where we have a lot of positives to talk about.
Nice.